plea, the jury in the above entitled action find the defendant, Rocky Rihanna, not guilty of
Baby girl. So y'all, it looks like Drake is being a certified lover boy turned certified hater now because he just made it more than clear that he is not happy about Rihanna's baby daddy, ASAP Rocky, beating the gun charges and being acquitted. He sounds salty as heck, almost like he wanted Rocky to be sent to jail. Now, everybody knows that Drake has had his issues with both Rocky and Rihanna, but it goes deeper than that because he's now claiming that Jay-Z allegedly pulled some strings to get Rocky off the charges as a favor to Rihanna, who is signed to Roc Nation. This is not the first time Jay-Z has been accused of interfering in legal procedures for his artist, and Drake is crashing out big time over this. So let's get into it. Now honestly, it's not surprising that Drake is acting out like this because his infatuation with Rihanna has been no secret. His feelings for her have been on display for years. If there's one undeniable truth, it's that he never truly moved on after she ended things with him. And the irony of this is that he was the one who messed up by cheating in the first place. For a while, it seemed like Drake was living in a world where Rihanna was the sun, and he was just orbiting around her. His admiration wasn't subtle. It practically defined his entire persona for a period of time. Fans speculated that he had finally escaped the infamous friend zone, but then reality hit, and it hit hard. The turning point came during what should have been a career-defining moment for Drake. He had the honor of presenting Rihanna with the prestigious Video Vanguard Award, and instead of keeping it professional, he took the opportunity to pour his heart out in front of the entire world. He was gushing about loving her since he was 22, making it painfully clear that his feelings hadn't faded. Then, as if the grand declaration wasn't enough, he leaned in for what seemed like a romantic kiss, a picture-perfect moment displayed for the world to see. But Rihanna was not having it. With one swift move, she effortlessly dodged him, delivering one of the most unforgettable curve moments in award show history. Oh, the secondhand embarrassment. But believe it or not, that infamous VMA curve wasn't the end of Drake and Rihanna's story. It was kind of the beginning of a short-lived romance. Surprisingly, they actually started dating not long after that awkward moment. And if we're being honest, they made an adorable couple. But unlike some of Drake's other high-profile relationships, this one stayed mostly under wraps. They weren't splashing their love all over social media or hitting every red carpet together, which only added to the mystery. Unfortunately, the low-key nature of their relationship meant that when things ended, there wasn't much concrete evidence to go by, just endless speculation. But one thing became crystal clear. Drake was the one who dropped the ball, and not in a small way. Rihanna didn't just suddenly confirm the breakup. She made it clear that they weren't even on friendly terms anymore. If there's one thing we all know about Miss Rye, it's that when she decides she's done, that's it. No second chances, no takebacks, only lingering what-ifs. In an interview, she said, "We don't have a friendship now, but we're not enemies either," she told Vogue, which reported that she winced at the artist's name before her eyes glazed over with cool indifference. It is what it is. Well, Drake might have kept quiet at first, but he eventually aired out his own mess on Certified Lover Boy on the track Fucking Fans. He dropped the line, "You said I was effing up when I was out here fucking fans and it made you look crazy." And just like that, the puzzle pieces clicked into place. Fans instantly caught on. Drake was basically admitting that he fumbled the bag big time by cheating on Rihanna. The backlash was immediate and brutal, and social media had a field day dragging him for filth. The audacity of him, after years of chasing Rihanna, publicly professing his love, and making it seem like she was the one playing hard to get, he turned around and messed it all up. The hypocrisy was too much for people to handle because, seriously, how do you spend half a decade begging for a chance with Rihanna, only to cheat when you finally get it? But just because he cheated doesn't mean he wasn't going to be nasty about it, because he kept coming for her in his music. In the song Fuck Heights, he said, "Why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you. That could never be. Girl can't run me. Better him than me. Better. It's not me. I'm anti, yeah. The envy was average with you. Yeah, I'm anti 'cause I had it with you." It looks like he was throwing shots at ASAP for being too blinded by love with Rihanna. He says, "Okay, I'm auntie like your daddy's sister. Auntie like a family picture. Anna had way better be in you, TBH, yeah. That man, he's still with you, he can't leave you. Y'all go on vacation. But it's Antigua, so..." Yeah, at this point, it's safe to say that Drake isn't exactly a fan of Rihanna and her baby daddy. And now that ASAP Rocky is caught up in all this legal mess, fans are side-eyeing Drake, wondering if he might be secretly enjoying the drama from the sidelines. For context, Rocky's legal troubles trace back to a wild incident in November 2021 that escalated fast. It all went down between him and ASAP Rocky, a former close associate of the ASAP mob crew. A lot of people thought that Rocky was going to be found guilty for sure, but the jury found him not guilty. And girl, the way he jumped at Rihanna after the verdict, he said, "Move, lady." It was like he was trying to make baby number 3 right then and there on the bench.
Court, County of Los Angeles. People of the State of California versus Joaquin Mayers. Case number BA 508142-01. We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Joaquin Mayers, not guilty of
So yeah, Rihanna and Rocky are out here living their best lives, and they ain't going back and forth with Drake anytime soon. It's getting under Drake's skin. Word on the streets is that he blames Jay-Z for the acquittal, claiming that Jay-Z allegedly pulled some strings to get Rocky off as a favor to Rihanna, who is still affiliated with Roc Nation. Drake and Jay-Z have had a low-key beef for a while now, and there have even been rumors that Jay-Z has allegedly been the one pushing Kendrick's beef against Drake as some sort of retribution against him. But if you're wondering why Jay-Z and Drake don't see eye to eye, let's rewind a bit to the early 2000s for some backstory. When Drake dropped his So Far Gone mixtape, Jay-Z actually gave him a major boost by featuring him on Blueprint 3's track, Off That. Now, Drake was only on the hook, but for a newcomer trying to break into the industry, getting that kind of recognition from Jay was a big deal. The good energy carried into the following year when Jay returned the favor by hopping on Light Up from Drake's debut album, Thank Me Later. Here's where things got interesting though. While it took Jay 3 albums to solidify his spot as a rap legend, Drake came in way too confident, moving like he had already claimed the throne. Let's just say that kind of energy didn't sit well with Jay. Things really heated up in 2011 when Jay-Z and Kanye's Watch the Throne dropped the same year as Drake's Take Care, and Drake threw his first subliminal jab on DJ Khaled's I'm On One, where he said, "I'm just feeling like the throne is for the taking, and watch me take it." Then Birdman decided to fan the flames by jumping into Drake's camp. During an interview with Tropical TV, he boldly claimed Lil Wayne was leagues ahead of Jay-Z as an MC, saying, "I don't think Jay-Z is the #1 MC in no kind of way," and added, "Wayne's the best. He does the most, and he makes the most money. I don't think no man in the business makes more money than us. How can you be the best if you don't make the most money and you don't do the most lyrically? Come on, man, be for real. Can't nobody fuck with Wayne." By 2012, tensions had definitely escalated, and Jay wasn't about to let Birdman's shade slide. On Watch the Throne's lead single, Ham, Jay fired back with a pointed jab. "Really? Half a billy? You got baby money. Keep it real, you ain't got my lady money." That line was a not-so-subtle dig at Birdman, baby's wealth, compared to Jay-Z's. Lil Wayne wasted no time clapping back either. He turned Jay's diss into a full-blown threat on It's Good, rapping, "My baby money? I got your baby money. Kidnap your bitch, get that, how much you love your lady money." Yeah, things got real fast. Of course, Drake couldn't sit this one out. He added his own slick commentary on the same track, throwing shade with, "Please pardon my brother, he's just angry at you, who don't have your heart and your rap is and got too fucking comfy." Basically, he was trying to call Jay out for getting too relaxed in the game. But here's where it gets interesting. By 2014, Drake had a change of heart. In a Rolling Stone interview, he actually admitted that Watch the Throne pushed him creatively. Not only did he praise the album, but he even credited it as an inspiration for one of his biggest hits, Started from the Bottom. After that, things seemed to settle down, at least on the surface. By 2013, Drake and Jay-Z were back on decent terms professionally speaking. They even linked up for Pound Cake and Paris Morton Music 2, a track that ended up on Drake's album Nothing Was the Same. But here's the twist. Jay-Z originally intended to keep that song for himself and include it on Magna Carta Holy Grail, which also dropped that year. In an unexpected show of generosity, though, he let Drake have it instead. For a moment, it looked like the tension had finally cooled. But Drake? Yeah, he couldn't resist. Just a few months after Nothing Was the Same dropped, he reignited the drama by throwing some fresh shade at Jay-Z during another Rolling Stone interview. Drake took a swipe at Hov's tendency to name-drop fine art in his tracks, saying, "It's like Hov can't drop bars these days without at least 4 art references. I love to collect art at some point, but the whole rap art world thing is starting to feel kind of corny." Well, Jay-Z wasn't about to let Drake's little art world jab slide. Just a month after Drake's Rolling Stone interview dropped, Jay clapped back on Jay Electronica's We Made It remix, saying, "Sorry, Mr. Drizzy, for so much art talk. Silly me, rapping about art I really bought, while these rappers rap about guns that they ain't shot, and a bunch of other silly shit that they ain't got." It didn't take long for Drake to respond because, just a week later, he fired back on draft day.
Stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Roc Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Tall and Alex Bott.
They met on Saturday before.
They met with our witness, and then the man came back
with the line, "I'm focused on making records and getting bigger. Just hits, no misses, that's for the married folk." So yeah, these two definitely don't like each other. And when you add in Drake's beef with Rihanna and Rocky, well, I guess y'all can see where this is going. Drake is now claiming that Jay-Z allegedly pulled strings to get Rocky off. This isn't the first time Jay-Z has been accused of allegedly meddling in proceedings for his artist's benefit, like in the case of the Tory Lanez versus Megan Thee Stallion situation. Now, this is a touchy subject, but Tory's dad, who had been outspoken throughout the entire trial, wasted no time sounding off outside the courthouse in a fiery rant. He accused Jay-Z and Roc Nation of using their power and connections to manipulate the legal process. But he didn't stop there. He took it even further, alleging that Jay-Z played a direct role in Tory's conviction, suggesting that Hov ensured the guilty verdict.
The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Tall and Alex Bott.
They met on Saturday before. They met
with our witness.
Tory's dad wasn't done yet. He doubled down, taking his accusations even further. This time, he claimed that Jay-Z had allegedly bought off an independent witness named Sean Kelly. According to him, Kelly's whole demeanor shifted after meeting the people from Roc Nation. Initially, Kelly's testimony had seemed to support Tory's side of the story, but after those alleged meetings, his stance reportedly changed. Tory's dad strongly implied that Kelly had been influenced or even paid off to change his narrative. It was a bold accusation that only fueled the growing conspiracy theory that Jay-Z and Roc Nation had somehow manipulated the case behind the scenes. With tensions already high, Tory's camp leaned into the idea that there was much more happening beneath the surface than what the public realized, making an already volatile situation even more dramatic.
I get a call from Roc Nation that says, "Yo, we heard you're gonna make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement."
But to make things even messier, Tory's team dug up old footage where he himself claimed that someone from Roc Nation had threatened him. According to Tory, he was warned to stay quiet and not speak about the case. This revelation only added another layer to the already wild conspiracy swirling around. If what Tory said was true, it wouldn't just mean that Jay-Z was allegedly pulling strings behind the scenes. It would also suggest that intimidation tactics were being used to control the narrative.
But when my mother would let my father be violent with her, and she always brings up the story as a little girl, I would stand in front of my mother and go like this. And I vowed, like, that's why I'm, like, maybe some people would describe me as abrasive or bitchy or whatever, because I vowed from that age, no man would ever abuse me, call me out my name, treat me like that. And then all of a sudden, that was my life.